Hello, Say here again. Today I want to talk about how stress can actually be good for you. Now I know this is really weird, especially coming from me. Anyone who knows me knows that I consider stress to be a very strong addiction, especially for leaders in today's day and age, especially for entrepreneurs, and it can be very, very toxic. But here's the difference between toxic stress and harnessing stress as a power. Basically, where is the stress propelling you? Is it propelling you forward or is it holding you back? Now, it's not quite as simple and as binary as this in the sense that stress can be pushing you forward and still be toxic, right? So what am I trying to say here? What I'm trying to say is that the choice is up to you because you're gonna feel stressed from time to time. I have done a lot of work to minimize the stress in my life. And first thing to understand is that there's a difference between minimizing stress and avoiding stress. So if you're constantly just seeking to avoid stress and run away from it and hide, that's where we end up in a cycle of numbing, right? Whether your tool of numbing of choice is Netflix, whether it's a booze, whatever it might be, numbing comes in a lot of different ways, but that's when you're just refusing to think about it because it's too overwhelming. In the end, if you want to be able to dismantle stress, the really important thing to do is actually to reframe it rather than avoid it. Ask yourself, why am I feeling this stress? What in this is important to me? What sorts of things help me move through and move past and beyond, right? If you're going through hell, keep going. Don't stop. So that's why we don't want to pause stress by just avoiding or numbing it. Now, sometimes we all numb from time to time. I, just like the rest of us, do that. So I know you can't eliminate all numbing altogether, especially when shit's just crazy and stressful like it is right now. But you can decide, how is this stress going to affect me? Am I going to let it move me forward into a place of success? Or am I just going to stay stuck in it, mired in it, perpetuating it constantly with just like freaking out and more thoughts and more panic? Or am I going to use it, leverage it, right? One way you can do this is some sorts of stress you can literally just reframe into excitement. I am definitely a drama kid. I come from just loving to perform in lots of different ways. I know, big surprise. And one of the things an old partner of mine would always say is, when you're feeling really nervous or anxious before you perform, try transmuting that into excitement. I recently heard someone referencing this on a StoryBrand podcast as well, and I was just so delighted that other people have found the same thing, which is that if you can transmute some of your stress into the thing that propels you forward, gives you more energy. Before I record one of these videos, I get a little bit anxious, and I use that to fuel the energy, as opposed to if you just get stuck in it, mired in it, perpetuate it, and have it be pushing you back as opposed to moving you forward. It's really, really hard to progress. Every single step feels like a slog, and you never really come out of it. So, hope this helps. This is my second to last video in this particular series for you guys in Operation Don't Panic. Next video, I'm going to be tackling one more thing, which is how to plan for the future when the future is uncertain. So definitely tune in. Can't wait to see you in a few days for my next video. In the meantime, take care. Have a good one.